Welcome to the Tap Barrel at the Vancouver Convention Centre, where going for a beer and going for a burger goes hand in hand with going green. I'm Zeschky of Brewed Awakening at theprovince.com/beer, and I'm here today to review another of the province's amazing craft beers. Tap and Barrel strives to think environmentally and sustainably and prides itself on serving local food and local drink with many ingredients sourced from around BC and all of its drink options coming from within province. Serving wine from the barrel and beer from the keg cuts down on packaging waste. It's great to be able to satisfy your conscience and your taste buds. So let's go see what's pouring today. Come on.
Well, I hope you've been enjoying yourself so far. We got through the first beer, let's get into the next. Second up for you, we got Vancouver Island Brewing Hermannator. Okay. Classic cult following beer. It's an ice bock, comes in at 9.5%, warms you up on those winter days. It's a lovely beer. It's been around for a long time, and I'm sure you're very familiar with it.
But it's not technically an ale, right? It's actually a lager.
Yes, it is a lager, yeah. Ice bock is.
So not many people will be used to like a lager that's dark.
With that much flavor as well.
Yeah. Okay, great. Let's get to it.
Couple of Hermannators, guys.
Thank you very much. Okay, well, I'm delighted to be joined today by Garritt Lalonde. He's a brewer at Vancouver Island Brewing, which makes the incredible Hermannator beer. Thanks so much for joining us today, Garritt. Yeah, cheers. So yeah, Hermannator. It's Hermannator season.
It is Hermannator season.
And this beer's become such a BC classic in a way. Can you remind me when it was brewed for the first
brewed
time?
in 1987 by our brewmaster Herman. He wanted to brew something special from his German roots for his friends and family alone. So a small batch, one-off beer, and he worked really hard to try to make this one special creation for all his loved ones.
Okay, and obviously really took off because that's almost 30 years it's been on the go, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been open 30 years, and this one was brewed about 4 years into our brewing career. So yeah, it's been a staple of BC seasonals for years and years now.
Great, okay. Yeah. So I mean, what can you tell me about ice bock and the challenges, some of the challenges of brewing this beer?
Well, an ice bock it's a bit of a complicated beer. Not only do we store it at sub-zero temperatures for over 3 months after it's done fermentation, but there's so much grain put into this beer. It actually has the grain to water ratio is it's a lot higher than a normal beer, so it's a lot thicker of a mash. So we literally overload our brewing system with a lot of grain. This beer takes an extra 2 to 3 hours to brew, a couple extra weeks to ferment, and a whole lot of work just from everyone on our whole team to really just get it going.
Okay, so it pushes everything to the max.
We put our all into this beer. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I mean, it smells absolutely amazing. This year's beer smells great. It's full of those kind of really sort of dark fruit notes. And
stone fruits and a little dark roasty chocolate in there.
There's some chocolate
some slight brandy hints in there as well.
That's lovely. Well, take a sip as well. Oh, and it's so smooth.
A little too smooth. It's great beer to share with your friends and family, whether it being at 9.5%. It's one that you shouldn't grab a 6-pack of and go drink by yourself. That's why it's meant to be shared with friends and family. It's such a high ABV. It's wintertime, warm you up.
It's difficult because it's so drinkable. It's such a lovely beer. Yeah. And it can go with a wide range of food as well.
Oh, definitely,
You can use it as an ingredient. I mean,
I've used it in cookies before.
Hermannator
pulled
cookies.
Pork barbecue sauce, anything really. Great in chili as well.
Okay. These are all good tips.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, personally, I think if you haven't tried Hermannator cookies, you haven't lived.
Exactly. Grab a 6-pack, go make some. Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious stuff. Okay, Garritt, thanks so much for joining us today and giving us your insight about the magnificent Hermannator. From the Tap and Barrel Convention Centre, I'm Zeschky for the province. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.